Okay, hello YouTube, it's Matthew here. Today, I'm bringing you Marfool to Korea with Love, where they mention, this is marfoogletv. Today is, and this is, I believe, yesterday's episode. This is February the 11th, so this was put out on... well, yeah, it's this episode anyway. But at about 13 minutes, they cover something that came up on the sun, literally. So I'm going to take it to about 13, I think it was 13 minutes. Let's see. Tiny bit of buffering.
I hope they're securing that location, even though they're not diving until Monday. I hope nothing is going to sneak up underwater and take the parts.
That's when they're talking about the balloon. There's another balloon going through that's supposed to be smaller.
They put sonar down so they can try to mark them.
And they're covering that. This is, they are legitimately news.
And then I just wanted to bring it up because I thought about it when Dex was talking about that. So when they launch them from the submarines, apparently a few years ago on one of the California
Talking about Ukraine. Honestly, I just wanted to look into the tornado
reluctantly won, says K. Holmes.
on the sun.
Dice, probably the plan all along. Lindy Cat, a lot of ones, a couple twos there. Larry Douglas is two. Michelle Grace, imperfect.
I can't really see too well here.
Catalina. The question is, one for yes, two for no. Do you think that we are loading up KR with all of NATO
Yeah.
trenches?
Yeah, they're still talking about it. I guess I was off on my time there.
U.S. troops that are there, the elite 101. It was in that same location.
Hopping around.
People haven't been paying attention to Salt Lake. It's actually been evaporating quite a bit, and they're estimating now that it's going to be evaporated down to a handful of lifeless, what they call finger lakes, within about 5 years. The problem is the soil holds.
Is this the right one?
Natural and man-made toxins like mercury, arsenic, and selenium, and they say as that
There it is.
dust, our show and he's on the road. So, but the huge pieces of sun breaks off scientists stunned. It says the sun has always fascinated astronomers, and now a new development. It says has baffled scientists. It said a huge part of the sun broke off of its surface and created a tornado-like swirl around its north pole. Those scientists are trying to analyze how this occurred. The video of the development has stunned the space community. The remarkable phenomenon was caught by NASA's James Webb Telescope and shared on Twitter by Dr. Tamitha Skov, a space weather forecaster, last week. It says the sun keeps emitting solar flares called prominence that sometimes affect communications here on Earth. Hence, scientists are more concerned about the latest development. It says, talk about polar vortex. Material from a northern prominence just broke away from the main filament and is now circulating in a massive polar vortex around the north pole of our star. Implications for understanding the sun's atmospheric dynamic above 55 degrees cannot be overstated. So, I don't...
Commercials, yeah. Yeah, it has to do with that wave from the black hole in the center of the universe that's affecting all the planets as it passes. Now it's reaching us, affecting the sun and our Earth. NASA reported it.
Which again, people debate. Ben, from Suspicious Observer, says that's, it's actually going slower. It hasn't actually stopped. But mainstream media is saying that it stopped through all of these different studies. You've got all these weird events going on. You've got weird weather happening. You've got these cold breezes that's putting 48 states into freezing weather. You've got earthquakes happening, just ginormous earthquakes happening. And then you've got the sun doing this polar vortex thing. There's same time, we're heading into the solar maximum of a cycle that is within another cycle of cycles. Over the last 400 years, they say that solar cycle 25, what we're in, if they're going on like the 22-year cycle, this could be one of the most disastrous events ever. This is why we've been recommending like putting EMP shield on your stuff. Like,
get ready, get extra
that
food.
we are overdue for a Carrington level event.
Prepare for an EMP or solar flare.
We've all seen the Deagle report around 2025. We're going to lose all these people, but why? Others are actually pulling parallels from where all of the countries that lose in that Deagle report are also in certain locations that will be affected most by solar events. Of course, the Deagle says that it's not related to that. It's a whole flurry of things. But this is, yeah, we got to try to get Wages on here too to explain what he thinks about this.
Yeah, Wages or suspicious observers, either one of those guys.
He's flabbergasted along with the rest of the community.
I saw a notification for Wages here a second ago.
A polar vortex. They're saying chunks of our sun are coming off. We're not in end times or anything.
No, not at all. Everything's just perfectly normal. This happens every other day. All this is perfectly normal.
There were some CMEs coming from this, some very big ones actually.
Nothing to see here.
Those didn't necessarily come at us, but there are some that may look to hit us, and he's going to continue monitoring it and see what else comes from this. Kind of an interesting event.
Anything that happens on the sun has some kind of effect here on Earth, so
it's not something that they
should be interesting.
as it's being described. It's not something that they see every day. All those other people say yes, we see this all the time. So
yeah.
These types of communities, you always have people who say
dissenters, people who have to disagree because they don't feel right unless they disagree and have some kind of superior say on it, or their ego is boo-booed.
Not here to say any one person is right or wrong. Just telling you what we're hearing.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I love about these guys.
Nobody knows what's real at this point. Which there was other things that were going on here too. As far as like the sun going off, as far as CMEs and everything else happening right now, it's just more reason for people to kind of open their eyes to what is happening. I hope that people start following, all of these events that are seemingly unconnected, but yet they just keep coming back into the same puzzle.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see here. Real quick, I do want to remind you guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go over and check out marfoogletv.com/prep.
Yep.
You can get survival food and affordable
do that. Check them out. All that stuff is needed. They got deals. Check them out for more information. I wanted to see what Wages World was about real quick before I log. What has he got on? Positive impact on your community. X flare hits Earth. Radio blackouts happening. That's Wages World that he was talking about there. And he keeps an eye on the sun, anything happening in the sky. Just by and large. Let's see. And then over at Suspicious Observers, which is a different site that also keeps track of solar activity and that kind of thing. It's over here. Let's see, do they have anything about it? Polar reversals. Chunk of the sun. This is what Suspicious Observers has on it.
What are the 3 top foods that help eliminate stuck poop? The first food is spinach, because it helps add bulk and weight to our poop, helping them pass through the gut more.
This guy, he is, I honestly believe,
swear there's no such thing as journalism anymore.
pretty much a modern Noah right here.
If you didn't know this by the last 3 years, it's now getting to the point where even scientific stories, stuff they didn't used to mess up, outside of the climate realm, which they've gotten wrong the entire time in the history of ever. If you've been watching us since last sunspot cycle, you watched me have to trounce the Weather Channel, Fox News, CNN, everybody because they were terrible at reporting space weather and things happening on the sun. This one might take the cake. So many of you have seen or heard the news. A chunk of the sun